Alright, what's going on, everybody? So today, I'm down about 87 bucks. Um, both my trades today were losses. Right now, it's just trading in the sim because normally I'll trade with real money. As soon as I hit the buy, it flushes me, stops me out, and then I try with the sim, and then it's like, boom, you take off. So I'll just go ahead and get rid of this one now. Alright, so we're good to go there. Alright, so today I was pretty much just watching two that came up, which was CJET. Probably get a better look at it on the 5-minute here. So mainly out the gate, this thing looked really strong. And I just waited. I have a rule where I don't let myself trade until at least 950. So, I mean, had some good moves. The pop over VWAP came back down. Had the crossover here. This really actually looks like my setup, but again, it was 9:36 when this happened. So, you know, to kind of protect myself from stuff that's happened in the past, I want to give it a little bit more time. And obviously by 9:50, it was already at the highs up here. Came all the way up to, what is this one? 8:36. So definitely had a really nice breakout from 6 up to 8 something. Seemed to form like a wedge right here. I don't know if I can kind of had this little wedge formation up here, and then had this potential breakout right here. So I don't know if you can see this. So normally when you have this wedge, you kind of got the 9 EMA for support, and then you had these areas of resistance here at like the 780. So it's like tap, 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 tap. And normally it'll kind of squeeze in here, and then it's either going to go up or down. And in this case, it went down. So ended up coming down. I stopped looking at it for a while because I knew it was going to be a little bit before I could look at it again. Went to something else, which ended up being FRZA, basically. And in here, as you can see, you know, just my luck. It's actually crazy that it does this. So just tells me that my timing was off. Had decent price action here in pre-market. Had a little bit of news. Basically, they had a Twitter post saying, be very excited. Get ready for something extraordinary. So it was just hype around tweet. Went ahead and got in on these dips here. So on the 5-minute, you can see it was a nice big dip. And what I was trying to do was scale into my position. So what I did, let me blow this back a little bit so you can see better. So on the ride down, went ahead and added 100 here. 250 seemed like a good area to buy on a dip, so I added another 100 there at an average of $2.55. It actually came down here, and what I did was when I got in here, I set a stop loss, and it was set for 237. So it almost tapped it. I mean, it went to 239, came back up, which was cool. So I decided not to add anymore. I wasn't trying to just continue to average down. I felt like it was a good area. And what happened was on this pop here, I thought we were starting to look for the reversal. And I changed my stop loss from 237 to 241. And sure enough, it came right down and tapped right here at a low of 241 and got me out. Right here I can see this candle, but that still hit a low of 240. So if I would have stuck to my 237 mark, I would have continued to be in on this. But by that time, I went ahead and once I got stopped out, I went back over to CJET. And as you see, I got some lines marked out. This is pre-market charts. So in pre-market, it looks like I must have added this line at 250 as an area of probably resistance, now acting as support. And it was one of my things in my head where I was scared down here. I was watching it down here at 240, and I'm like, oh, every time I buy, thinking it's going to be a good area of support, literally I buy and then this thing just flushes. And I was pretty much right. It's just it happened right here instead. So it kind of got the curl up back over the blue line here, which is the 9 EMA. You know, and obviously on this candle here, you're kind of seeing the where it touched the what I have as the 50 exponential moving average. So at the time, you kind of had this green candle here, it closed above the 9 EMA moving average. So at the time, it was actually coming up to 275. So I waited, and I got in on the dip here. I believe at 266. Yeah, so at 266. So kind of try to get in on a dip for the potential move back up and hold, and start riding the 9 EMA. However, as soon as I hit the buy button, as you see on the same 1 minute candle, I had my stop set at 640. No, I had my stop set at triggered right here. No, here we go. So triggered at 244. Gave myself 20 cents, 22 cents, which, I mean, with 200 shares, I knew that that's something that I was potentially risking. And it was still kind of a scaling in strategy, and that's what I started with, and it stopped me right out as soon as I got in. So boom, nope, don't mind this one. I switched to the simulator here, and I was like, watch me get in here at the low, and I actually get the push up. That's what normally happens. But anyways, so these were my two losses from today: CJET, and then FRZA. And what I am kind of looking back on is, I think I had the right idea to scale in, and my original stop at that 237 mark, just below this red candle, probably would have been a good idea because, it did end up moving higher. And I really wasn't looking for anything too crazy. To be honest with you, it's hard to say if I would have still been in this, if I would have added more here on this pop, or added somewhere in here on the confirmation that it was actually moving up. And possibly looking for the sell towards VWAP, the push towards VWAP. That probably would have been my mindset, was really just looking for the range between here and the VWAP. If it crossed the VWAP, great. Maybe I sold half. Who knows? But the idea was right. Me changing my stop loss by those 5 cents, 4 cents is really what cost me the move here. And I did learn from it. I just think it might have came down to a patience thing. Like, I had a realistic stop in mind, and for whatever reason I changed it to give myself a little bit more, like, of a better stop loss, so I didn't lose as much, but ultimately I lost the move because of it. So that's it today on my recap. The point right now is to just stay alive, um, as long as I can, to get this momentum going. I know that I can do it. Um, Surviving the learning curve, I do think, is going to take the longest. So just trying to preserve my capital right now. Um, I have a new trial for trade ideas. I'm still trying to figure that out, like tweak it to get it how I like it. Um, but other than that, yeah. So hopefully this would be a learning experience for me. If anyone watching, this is a learning experience for them too. That'd be awesome. Because we're all here trying to grow and make money together. So, all right. Thank you guys so much.